Hey everyone, thank you for watching. Today's video I am so excited to do. It is going to be a get ready with me, and I'm going to be testing out the products that I purchased recently during the Sephora sale. And today's video is also truly exciting because I'm going to be announcing the latest launch for my brand, which is by Samantha March. So we have a lot to cover today. Let's go ahead and get started. All right, welcome. So I'm so excited for many different reasons for this video, but the products that I'm going to be using today, I have the Danessa Myricks Yummy Skin Serum Foundation, from Huda Beauty, the Cheeky Tint Blush, from One Size, the Bronze and Sculpt Trio. I just picked that up. The eyeshadow palette I'm going to be using, I bought the new Patrick Ta Major Dimension 2, the Rosy eyeshadow palette. Very curious to try that one out. And I did grab the LYS Triple Fix Full Coverage Brightening Concealer. A lot of you have been recommending that to me. I did post a video on my Sephora haul. I did a shop with me style vlog because it was when my friend Angelica Nikvis was visiting me, and I bought a few things in store that you saw in that vlog, and then at the end I also shared what I purchased online, and I did just get in that online order. So I have tried the Huda Beauty and also the Danessa Myricks, but everything else I just got in, and I'm going to be trying those for the first time. So if you're new here, welcome. I hope that you will subscribe. I love to talk about makeup, try makeup, just chat about all things beauty. And if you're already a subscriber, maybe just double check, because I know I've had a lot of people tell me recently that you are getting unsubscribed by YouTube. The day I'm filming this, YouTube is actually down. And I immediately ran over to Twitter and was like, is YouTube down for anyone else? I couldn't log into my app. Like my sidebar and everything from YouTube has disappeared. So I know they're going through a little bit of trouble right now, but I'm sure it'll be fine once I get done filming. I'm sure everything will be fine. But let me get you zoomed in and we will get started. So like I mentioned, I am going to be using from Danessa Myricks, this is the Yummy Skin Serum Foundation. I have not really been liking this one. I did a first impression on my TikTok, and when I did my first impression, I was like, okay, like not too bad. But after just a few hours, I was like, okay, this is not looking great on me. And then I've tried it again with a different primer, and I was like, okay, still not looking great on me. And I'm gonna try it for, I believe this is gonna be my third time, either my third or fourth time. But I'm really like trying to psych myself up for it. I'm gonna use a different primer. I am also gonna set with my Dior powder. I have not set with my Dior powder yet with this foundation because I think the Dior powder can save anything. So I wanna see if that can at least save it. I don't know. I also haven't been seeing the greatest reviews on it. So I am going to use from Tatcha, this is their liquid silk canvas. So I have used my other favorite primers in the past with this one, like the Ilia, their skin serum from LYS Beauty. I've used theirs, and I just again, when I first apply the foundation, I don't mind it. After just a couple hours, I feel like it really ages me. I do have dry skin, so 35. So you know, and I've struggled with acne, so I have, you know, I have a few like active breakouts. I have some redness and past scarring on my skin as well. Like when I put a foundation on, how I like to describe it is it looks like me but better, because I like kind of a light medium or medium to buildable coverage instead of a full coverage. So I like where you can still see my skin, but it's like my skin but better. This was like my skin but worse. That's how I would describe this foundation, but we're gonna go ahead. We're gonna give it another shot. So I did get the shade 7N, which is also a little bit light for me. I feel like it maybe matches my face okay, but I've been outside quite a bit. We've had 90-degree weather here in Las Vegas, so I've been, you know, outside quite a bit. I've been to the pool, I've been walking my dog in the morning, that sort of thing. So 7N is pretty light for me. So once again, I'm gonna try the Dior powder. I'm filming my Will I Buy It that one up yesterday after this video, and it's like, it's usually my most viewed video, and I really don't wanna look like complete, you know, garbage, but sometimes that's what you have to do as a makeup reviewer. You gotta wear the bad makeup. Gotta wear the bad makeup so we can tell you not to buy it. So I'm gonna use actually just a classic brush here. This is from Sigma Beauty, and this is their flat kabuki, the F80. Squeeze it out here. So it comes in this plastic container, and then it has the squeeze tube here. So I'm just gonna squeeze out a little bit. I'm already fearing that that was too much, because yeah, you can see that it's pretty light on me. It is more of that serum foundation. I've tried it with a sponge. I've also tried it with my fingers, which I don't mind applying with my fingers, but neither way was I really blown away with. So I was like, all right, let me use a brush for this time and see what we think. So this one retails for $34. It's a skincare hybrid foundation with medium buildable coverage that effortlessly creates a natural looking skin-like glow. Now the shade matching could also be coming into play. Like you can probably see, the shade matching is not great for me. Another thing that I've thought about this foundation, why do I always lose my mirror? Another thing I thought about this foundation is that it just doesn't seem to like sink into the skin. Like, can you see like how bizarre? Not panic. Let's just really hope. Like, I'm really putting Dior to the test today. But can you see, like, I just don't feel like it's blending in. I thought that way with the sponge. I've thought that way with the brush. Like, it just kind of is sitting on my skin. It does have a scent to it, a little bit more on that, like, perfumey side, I would say. If you've tried it and you love it, I would love to hear from you. But here's a close-up. Let me get close. Here's a close-up of the foundation. Around my mouth, I think, like, is especially weird. I don't have the most positive things to say about the foundation, but I wanted to give you the demo so you can see what we're working with here. Moving on to the concealer, I have gotten a lot of requests to try this one, so this is gonna be a first impression. From LYS Beauty, their Triple Fix a Full Coverage Brightening Concealer. So this has hyaluronic acid, turmeric, and ashwagandha. I got the shade MN1. Almost all the shades were sold out. This one was available, and I was like, I think that I could make this work. Medium neutral 1. I was like, I think that I could make this work, so we're gonna give it a shot. So this is what the wand looks like here. Oh yeah, I think that'll work. I feel like the foundation is a little bit too light for me. This one, maybe it's like a touch darker than what I would do for a concealer, but it is supposed to be brightening, so we'll see how that goes. This could be good to spot conceal with also, so something that I could try out. Oh, it's kind of hard to get the wand back in. Packaging is nice. I mentioned LYS Beauty in my brands I've only tried one product from and would I try them again. So I'd mentioned LYS and that I've only tried their bronzer, but I said I would be willing to try another one. I am going to be using some brushes from the BK Beauty and Angie Hot and Flashy set. So her brushes are back in stock and they sent them over to me, which I'm so excited about. So of course, everything I'm using will be linked down below. I do use affiliate links, so I always like to say if you use those that I appreciate it so much because it just helps me go back into buying the good and the bad makeup for my channel so I can share with you my thoughts on it. So I'm using the A506 from Angie's collection. It got blended out super smoothly. I just feel like my skin looks like just older and drier, and I don't know. Luckily I don't have anything to do tonight besides work on the new launch because I'm filming this on Tuesday, so still have some, you know, admin work that needs to be done and starting to build boxes and put the tissue paper in and all that good stuff that comes along when I launch a product, but it's gonna be very exciting. But I am glad I don't have to go anywhere tonight. And that blended out super smoothly. I don't know if I notice a huge brightening effect with it off the bat. Again, the shade is maybe like a shade darker than I would normally do for a concealer, but it looks nice. Concealer is one of those where I kind of get a feel for it right away, and then as, you know, time goes on, I see how it creases, I see how my under eyes start to look. So far, first impression, I think that looks pretty good. So I'm just gonna set my under eyes with the Charlotte Tilbury powder like I would normally do. Concealer, this was only $18, which I thought was a great price. It says a luxuriously rich, ultra creamy concealer helps visibly brighten, conceal, and nourish the complexion with a skin-like finish. So far it's so good on the concealer. I did just set it with the Charlotte Tilbury. I am only using a cream blush, so I'm just gonna go ahead and use my Dior powder first. So if you're new to my channel, I only slightly like the Dior Powder No Powder. This is like my 5th one. I use the shade 2N if I want to set with my under eyes. I just have my Charlotte powder out already. And then I use 3N for my face. And I'm going to use this Big Daddy brush from BK Beauty. This is the 105. And then I am just gonna go ahead and pat that on. And I say about the BK Beauty, about the Dior powder, that this is so like smoothing and blurring. I love to wear this just with like concealer. Like what I've been wearing currently, Sigma Beauty came out with these new duos, which I'm loving. I really wanted to demo it in today's video, but I'm going to be doing another trying new makeup and I have some new products from Sigma. And I'm going to use that one in that video since this is kind of more focused on my Sephora haul. But they came out these new duos, and one side is a little bit darker and one side is a little bit lighter. So this is really perfect for having a concealer for the under eyes to brighten and then a concealer to spot conceal. But a lot of times I've just been doing that Sigma concealer and then just my Dior powder, and it's like boom, like you don't need anything else. I don't need a ton of foundation or a separate liquid foundation. Just those two products are really working for me. I did use this in my March Makeup Madness finale video. So I did the live finale of the series that I run in March, which is where I have you vote for different products that you'd want to see at the end, where I do a full face of the most voted on. And I have people fill out brackets at the beginning. You try to guess which products are going to be the most voted on. One person got them all right. Leslie from Tennessee got them all right. So she won the grand prize. But I used the Dior powder. It was the most voted on, which I was very excited for. I used it in that video and I got multiple comments from people saying like, okay, like I could see how that changed your skin. So I finally went and bought it. I was like, yay, because it's my favorite. I will say, people, the biggest complaint that I hear about the Dior is that it does get hard pan easily. I would say make sure a hard pan often can come from if your brush is wet at all, damp, wet, anything like that. One thing that has kind of like screwed me with my powder products, whether it be the Dior, like I've had it happen with Charlotte Tilbury, is because I use cream and liquid products and then I especially blend them out with a damp sponge, and then I will put my brush into the powder and start to tap over it, and then I'll get a little bit of that liquid or cream and dip it back in, and that's what's giving me the hard pan. So try to avoid that if you can. But there are ways to get rid of hard pan. Like I usually do like tape or a cotton ball, and you just rub it gently on there. You take the tape and you peel it off, and you can get the hard pan off that way. So hopefully that helps. But it's just like, I have no other powder that does such beautiful magical things to my skin, so I keep buying it. Okay, so I wanted to give a close-up of my skin now. I definitely feel like it looks better already. I feel like even though it's very like smoothing and blurring, it doesn't take away from, like it doesn't make me look overly dry or kind of ages my skin. I'm feeling a lot happier. I'm feeling a lot happier with how my base is looking right now. So Dior powder, no powder, always safe. All right, I went ahead and did my brows off camera. I just used the Benefit Goof Proof. And then I'm gonna keep rolling with the face. So I just picked up from One Size during the Sephora sale. This is their Made for Shade Bronze and Sculpt Trio. I just really can never, I don't know, bronzer, like I really don't even like contour all that much these days, but a good bronzer I'm very into. And if it's something where it has the contour shade in here, like the Patrick Ta duo with the cream contour and the powder highlight, I'm like all about that. So this is really beautiful packaging. Besides, you're gonna see my fingerprints all over it, but very nice. A little weighted here. All right, so this one is the medium trio because like everything else was sold out. It retails for $36. It's a matte buildable visible texture blurring trio to shade, bronze, and sculpt your face for a touch of color to a fully contoured look. All right, so there are the 3 shades, and here they are swatched. So I'm gonna use this one to contour, a little bit more on that cool tone side. I think this is what I'm gonna use to bronze. For my contour brush, I'm actually gonna use this one from Luxie Beauty. It's a tapered highlight brush, but for contour, I like something a little bit on the smaller side. And I'm gonna take the bottom shade here, and then I'm just going to start to contour right in here, create that shadow, while blending upwards, not downwards. Just very kind of lightly tapping to create that shadow. I don't do nose contour all that often, but I'm just gonna do a little bit. So we're trying something new. I'm just very lightly dusting the sides and kind of coming up to connect it with the brow here. A little bit on the tip and just a little bit on the forehead here. The powder feels very smooth. I notice it gets a little bit like powdery in the pan when I press it, but it's very, very smooth to blend that in. For bronzer, I'm gonna use from BK Beauty. This is the 103 brush, and I'm gonna grab that middle shade. I like that so you can see like a little bit powdery, like I just got some powder on my hand here. I like that the pan sizes are, 'cause this isn't my biggest bronzer brush, but it's pretty large, but it fit right in there without hitting the other shades. Like they're small enough where this is still not a super large compact, but they're big enough to where I'm not putting it into the other pan shades. So I like that. So then I am just going to sweep the bronzer on like so. I can't believe how much of a difference that Dior powder made, honestly. Really beautiful. Ooh, I love a good bronzer moment. It seems very natural, just like the contour. It's very easy to blend out. I don't feel like it's picking up any of my foundation that I already have laying down. Just very smooth and just instantly kind of brings that like sun-kissed look to the face. I do like to bronze up the forehead also. Smooth, like that's the word that I keep going to. I love a smooth, natural bronzer. Ooh, I like this. First impression, very favorable. Very favorable first impression here. Now again, most people will tell you to use the cream and liquids before you use the powders. I usually try to follow that rule. Sometimes I don't, and you know what, it's okay. It's just makeup. But I will say the Huda Beauty Cheeky Tint, I got the shade Batty Berry. I've tried this now several times, and I really like it, and I feel like it blends very easily. So we'll see how it blends out today. This could be a true test since I've done quite a bit of powder. But I've been trying to apply my blush pretty high. I grab my F80 again. I do this sometimes to blend in other products, so kind of, you know, blends a little bit smoother with my foundation. And with the Huda Beauty, I typically need to remember that you can actually put quite a bit on. Sometimes it's, just being honest, sometimes it's hard to remember what products to use a little bit of and what products you can go a little bit more heavy on. This is a nice cream blush. I don't think it instantly turned into a favorite like the one from M Cosmetics I really enjoy. The one from Rare Beauty, their glowy liquid blushes I think are really beautiful, like the Charlotte Tilbury wands. I have Pinkgasm. But I think that it's still a nice option. Like I don't dislike it. So I'm just gonna go ahead and blend that out. It gives a nice glow. So there is what the blush is looking like. I think that one is pretty from Huda Beauty. I'll do a swatch of it quickly so you can see what, that one is the Batty Berry. I thought the different shades were kind of interesting. They didn't have, I usually go for like a mauve blush or a nude blush, that sort of thing. They didn't really have a lot in those types of shades, but I was like, I'll try something different and go for something a little bit more on the berry side. So that's what we have going on right now. I'm just gonna spray my face with the Urban Decay All Nighter. So going to move on to the eyes. So I did pick up the Patrick Ta, the new Major Dimension palette. This was $68, so I obviously wanted to get it with my 20% discount. So I purchased the original Major Dimension that came out. Oh no. Oh no, do you see? Uh-oh. I just got this box in. So I'm opening the products for the first time. I see some powder on the outer box. Oh dear. Oh, there's a lot of powder. Can you, oh no. Okay, let's open it. Let's see what we got going on. Look at all that powder. Oh no, I'm very nervous. There's powder like on the outside. Oh, this is super cute packaging though. Look at my hand. Okay, here we go. Oh no. Oh no. That will never do. Oh, oh. And it just went all over my carpet. Perfection. All right, so this is the palette. So I'm gonna try to, I can't even like show it. I'm gonna keep spilling. There's powder everywhere. So this shade is all kinds of broken. Luckily, I'm just wearing sweatpants because I am now covered in pink eyeshadow. Perfection. Well, I didn't see that one coming, so I tried to clean it up as best as I could, but you can see this shadow here was like broken half, so I haven't addressed my floor yet. I have pink eyeshadow all over my white desk. I was like, all right, this is good. My sweatpants are, I was gonna say ruined. It's not that deep. I just can't wear them in public at this moment, but it's fine. Unfortunately, some of the powder got into the cream shadows as well, and I couldn't quite get those off. I am gonna try to exchange it for one that's not not broken, and like you can see, like the shade here has a bunch of the powder in it as well. So I'm still gonna use it today to try it out, but I am gonna take it to Sephora and see if I can exchange it with a non-broken palette, because again, it's $68. So, you know, I would like it to not be broken. I don't often have broken palettes from Sephora. That's pretty rare. The show must go on. So I actually like the cream shades. So like I was saying, I did purchase the first Major Dimension palette, and I purchased it at full price, which I was quite scared about, but I ended up really enjoying it, which is why I then decided to buy this one, because I especially love the rosy tones. I feel like mauves are really big right now. The new mod from Sigma Beauty just came out. The mauve Supremes from Artist Couture just came out. I like the addition, I'm just so bummed. I like the addition of the cream shadows. No, I'm not gonna use the cream shadows. It's like that's what I wanted to do. That was what was in my head, but they're covered with that other powder. So no matter what, it's not gonna be true to color. Okay. When my plans go awry, I get a little confused. It's gonna be hard to swatch because those little powders are in the other shadows, like they're even in this like gold one here. So I feel like it's gonna look a little bit strange. I'm thinking I'm gonna try to use these two right here. It doesn't look like there's too much powder in those. So I'm gonna try to use these two shades here. And then I was really interested in trying out this shimmer because it looks a little like duochrome-y, which I think is fun. Like it has like that flip to it. You can see like it looks really pinky there, but when you flip it like there, it looks more gold. So I was curious about using, that wasn't my initial first look, but we'll give it a shot. Yeah, you can see like it has kind of that flip to it. I thought that maybe could be a fun shade. We'll try that out and we'll see how it goes. All right, I'm gonna take it from the Angie Hot and Flashy set. This is the A503. I'm gonna pick up the lighter pinky tone here. So this is a big blending brush. So the powders are pretty powdery. You can see I dipped the brush in there. And I'm going to apply this higher than my crease. And then just sweep that back and forth. This eye brush is super soft. I love the BK Beauty brushes. I think they're all great quality. I'm just gonna slowly build up that shade. Oh, that shadow looks so good. Oh man, I'm so bummed, but look at how beautiful that's blending. Oh, it looks so pretty. Like this is one of the shades I was most excited about, the one that's broken, but I'm just gonna leave that one alone because I'm afraid it's gonna like break off even more and then I'm just really gonna be covered. So we'll stick with very pink today. So I'm gonna use just the next shade and the A502. I'm just going to add this one more to the outer part of the eye and slowly work that into the crease. Oh, that's a really beautiful pinky mauve. Ooh. Sending it out pretty like far, but don't be alarmed because I will clean that up because I don't want it to come out like as far as I have it right now. But otherwise, I've been trying to like take my eyeshadows out further, but then I think I'm always afraid of this happening, but you don't have to keep it that way and you can clean it up. So that is what I will be doing. I'm gonna take a little bit into the crease. This is just such a beautiful color. I just want to put it everywhere. These are blending very, very smoothly. I'm just gonna take the brush that I used for my concealer. And first, I'm not gonna add any extra product unless I decide I need any, but I just take that brush to clean it up and get it to where exactly I want it. I'm gonna use a brush for the shimmer shade because I would use my fingers as well, but since I'm trying out the brushes, this one is the A505, and I'm going to pick this one up here. I might end up switching to my fingers, but I'll give it a try first with the brush. Yeah, I think fingers are probably going to work better because this is one of those more like topper shades from the Patrick Ta palettes, but it kind of depends on what it is that you're going for, because just kind of very lightly laying this down I think is a really pretty look. It's more of that kind of like ethereal vibes, which I enjoy. If you want a little bit more oomph, Like, let me apply it on this side with my fingers so you can maybe see what it is that I'm talking about. So you apply with your finger. Yeah, you can see that you just get more oomph, more impact, but maybe you want something a little bit softer, like on the other side. You could use a brush, or on this side, you could use a finger. So, kind of to give you an idea. My nails are getting pretty long. My nail appointment is Friday, so don't judge me too much. I really need to get them shortened. I really like this look though too. Like, I think that's also really pretty. I'm just gonna apply it all over the lid, up to the crease. I don't usually feel like I have as much control when I use my fingers, like over placement. So a lot of times if I am using my fingers, I just kind of go right up to the crease and just kind of play with it a little bit of everywhere, because that's usually just what ends up happening for me anyways. And then I'm gonna come back in, I'm gonna grab my small blending brush, and I'm not gonna add any more product right now. I'm just gonna kind of blend everything together. So I do want to do false lashes. So I want to take a little bit of this darker shade here, and I'm just going to use from Sigma their small angle E65. I'm just going to do, I like to do wings with liner, but just a very, very like soft and subtle one. So I'm just going to lightly drag that darker shadow on the upper lash line, and then just very, very softly wing it out. Like nothing, I don't want it to be like too much. Subtle little wing here. Like I said, I am gonna do falsies. So what I first do is I'm gonna prep my lashes with mascara. I like to put my mascara on before I do lashes, but I will just show you the lashes that I'm gonna be using. So if you caught, I did do a launch party with Sigma Beauty, which was super fun. I have a vlog that already went up on my channel if you wanna check it out, all about you know, being invited by the brand and what the launch party looked like. But myself, Kelly Gooch, and Angelica Fist, and then also Angela Bright were invited out by the brand. And Angela Bright has her own lash company called The Bright Lashes. So she gave us all a pair, and I was so excited. So these are the Flutter lashes, and they are considered a half lash. So I wore these to the launch party, and I was in my hotel room and I didn't have scissors because even though these are half lashes, my eyes are fairly small. So they are almost kind of like a full lash on me, which worked because almost every single pair of lashes I have to trim them. But these worked out since I didn't have scissors. I didn't have to trim them, which was good. But I am actually going to trim them a little bit to make them actually more of a half lash, because I don't do half lashes a lot, but I think I would really like that style. But I will go ahead, I'll link obviously everything like I mentioned, I always link it down below. So I will definitely link the lashes, but I'm really excited to wear them again because they were very lightweight and very comfortable. I'm gonna apply them with the Lily Lashes Lash Adhesive. This is one that I've repurchased because I know it doesn't irritate my eyes. So here we are with the lashes on. Now, I'm not super familiar with half lashes myself, but I think I did a better job of actually making them like half lashes versus the first time I used them, it just looked like I was wearing like the full strip lashes. But with half lashes, and what I've always kind of wondered about was like if you can see a gap here, which I feel like you can. So one thing I'm going to do is a tight line. So I have from Milk Makeup, this is their black eyeliner. It's embossed. It's one of my favorite liners. So I'm just gonna do like the really creepy thing where you put the liner like up in your lashes to try to help camouflage the gap. Okay, so here's with the liner and here is without. I say like I'm an author who likes makeup, or like I'm not a makeup artist, nor do I want to be, nor do I think I'll ever be like perfect at makeup. I just enjoy it. But doing things like this, like I was gonna do this off camera, but I was like, I might as well do it on camera because I'm just seeing if this is what helps. I don't really know, but we'll, you know, give it a shot together. I definitely feel that that helps it not look like as obvious of a gap. And then I'm gonna come back in with the palette and with that winged liner brush. And I'm gonna use that darker shade and just kind of go over where the lashes don't extend to in the front here, like that. Oh, that's so, see, that's so much better. Okay, yay. And then you can even do that to cover the lash band. So I'm just gonna take that lighter now and just kind of press it gently over where the lash band is. I'm gonna do it like a very small, I'm not like the greatest at cat eyes either, but I'm just gonna kind of extend the line like straight into like the tear duct area. Usually it's like I can have pretty watery eyes, especially right now I have allergies. So it doesn't like always stay the best, but I don't know, a little something. Okay, I think that looks definitely so much better. I think my first time, at least my first time in a while, like actually using half lashes. I like them because I feel like they're more of that natural effect, which that's what I like with lashes. I like something that's a little bit more natural. You just might have to take a little bit of time to, you know, fill in like the blank space here. But I think they look good, and they were really comfortable because I wore them all night, so I was glad that they were very comfortable. So I also added some of that milk liner to my waterline, and then to finish off the lower lash line, I'm gonna grab the darkest shade and then also the lightest shade that I used. And I'm gonna use the A504, and I'm just gonna mix those together and then blend this out on the lower lash line. Something too that I'll say that when it comes to like my career and a reason why I started, it was actually a reason why I started my fitness Instagram as well, if you didn't know. I used to have a fitness Instagram account many months ago. The reasons why I started it was because I wanted to bring more of like a relatability to fitness and yoga without being this like professional, without always showing these perfect poses, and kind of showing the journey of learning and, you know, progressing. And that's something that I feel about YouTube as well, and this makeup career is like, I'm never gonna show you, I mean, never say never, but I'm probably not going to show you perfection. I'm not gonna show you how the makeup artists do it. I'm not gonna show you as someone who just has like crazy insane makeup skills. I'm a reviewer. That's how I started in social media, and I like to bring you the reviews for those of us who aren't makeup artists, aren't attempting to be makeup artists, don't particularly think they're like incredibly skilled at makeup. They just like it, they like to wear it, they like to know what products are the best, they like to know what works. For those of us who maybe can't pick things up really quickly, or those of us who don't have time to blend for super long, like that's kind of what I've wanted to bring with my fitness page, and now with beauty as well. And so kind of doing something like this where I'm trying to figure it out with you on camera, that's something that I'm glad I decided to keep in. I just want to talk to you about how I think makeup performs and what I think does the best and looks the best and is the easiest to work with, or it's hard to work with but it's worth it in the end. That's kind of like how I want my little space in the YouTube corner to go. So I don't know, that's what I'll say. But I really like how this shadow is blending also. I think that is super beautiful. Kind of debated to do a lower lash line because I don't always, especially when I do false lashes. But I think that looks really pretty. Before I finish off with lips, I am going to highlight. I'm just going to use the Dream Chaser highlight out of my collab palette with Over Cosmetics, but I am also finally going to share the next launch for my brand by Samantha March. So if you didn't see, last July I launched my own small business, and I have come out with a 90-day healthy habits planner. I use it every single day. Every single day. It's right next to me by my desk. I also have a deck of healthy habits, which is a deck of cards, and each one has a different healthy habit on there. I also come out with a few different notepads. I have a digital download that I just launched recently as well. So that's kind of the vibe of my brand. I love staying inspired and motivated myself, and a lot of these products I decided to create because I was looking for something like them. I just couldn't find that perfect product for me. So that is why I decided to launch my own business, and the website is just bysamanthamarch.com. But I am excited because I have a new launch, and I also kind of wanted to share a little bit about my plan for the brand, because there's been a few times where I've spoke about when I first launched, I launched with a large collection. So I launched just 6 different products. And then I came out with the digital product, and then I decided, like, my plan was to do another large collection with 6 different products in it. But some products it's faster to create them, and it's also faster to produce them than it is some of the others. So while I have products done, I thought, okay, why am I just gonna sit here and wait for the other products? And some take a really long time, and the back and forth goes on. Like, the planner was by far the hardest thing I've ever produced. It took so long, so much back and forth. in order to get it. So I thought if I have these other products, why not be able to launch them? So I think we're going to be doing more launches with one product, one or two products, that sort of thing. And then just kind of keep going from there. So as products are ready versus keeping them in a collection and doing it that way. So I have one new product launching today, but there are two different products in the line. So let me just go ahead and explain what we have going on here. But the next launch for BY SAMANTHA MARCH are sticky notes. I am so excited about these. I'll be doing some close-ups because I'm not sure with my lighting if you'll be able to see them the best. So excited about these because I wanted to make something cute and that would go with my office and my other products that I have as well. And my current sticky notes look like these. These are what I have going on. And I wanted to create something cute and that I enjoyed and that would go with my theme, my office, my other products that I have, because I love sticky notes. I use them all the time. They're on my laptop, they're on my planner. I write down like little affirmations or goals and I stick them in different places, my bathroom, my closet, my office, my kitchen. And like these were just not cutting it. So I decided to create my own products. And again, that's how a lot of this line was created, was me wanting something and not being able to find them. So I have two different styles of my sticky notes here. One is a little bit darker in tone, and this has kind of like an ombre mauve pink to it, and then it just has these little like watermark designs over here. And then really small and really lightly in the bottom corner, it says grace and gratitude. So the second collection for BY SAMANTHA MARCH was all about gratitude. So the first one was all about inspiration, healthy habits. Second collection, the products are being focused on gratitude. So even though I'm launching individually versus the collection, that's still what I had been working on. So just really small, it says grace and gratitude. I didn't want to make it too big because I noticed when I did that, I was often avoiding writing over it. And I want to be able to use this full space. I write down notes to myself, I write down lists to myself. Again, the affirmations, the goals, whatever it is. And I didn't want to be avoiding a section. So I tried to make it really light where you can still see it, it's still there, but it won't hinder you from writing over it. And then each sticky notepad has 50 different sheets in here. And I love the quality of these. I went with a new company for this one and I really, really liked their quality. It's a little bit thicker paper and I think that is fabulous. So that is the first one, the grace and gratitude. And then I also have mood grateful. So this one is a little bit lighter, but it still has that pinky mauve background to it. And then I really like it because it has, again, I'll do the close-ups, but it has different stars on it. I loved the stars. I'm very into that kind of design. So once again, I wanted to do a really light background with those stars so it wouldn't deter you from writing over it, or because that's just what I was noticing when I was first designing these and getting samples in and like not wanting to write over if anything was too large. And then once again on the bottom it says mood grateful. I didn't want to make those too big or too bright to where you would think like, oh, that's where I stop. Like you can write all the way down and you can write over it. But I really liked the mood grateful as just kind of a reminder for, you know, of what it is that we can be grateful for. A big thing that I've talked about in a lot of my videos when going over my collection is having gratitude every single day. And I mentioned in my Sigma vlog that I had brought my planner with me so I could write down my gratitude still that day. I gratitude journal every single night, and I think that it's really made a huge difference because even if you're saying you're grateful for the small things, those are so important. It's not just the big things that we have to be grateful for. It's the little things that make up all of those wins. And since I started doing that, I've really noticed such a positive impact in my life. So it's just, I wanted to do the mood grateful because it just reminded me of me and how I try to spend my days and how I try to spend my energy, and my focus is always remembering that there is so much to be grateful for. So this is the new launch with the sticky notes. Definitely so much cuter than just my yellow sticky notes, that is for sure. And that is what I wanted, and something to go along with the other products that I have in the collection as well. So both of them do come with the 50 different pages, and then they are the sticky notes, so you can stick them just like so. And I'm going to stick this back on because I'm going to use it because I love my own products so much. And these are the two that are available now, so you can purchase them individually on the BY SAMANTHA MARCH website. These are $10 each, or if you do want to purchase a bundle of the two, then that would be $15. So there are all the other products on the BY SAMANTHA MARCH website. I do also carry my books. I am a self-published author of 8 novels. All of my novels are available on my website as well. You can purchase those signed or unsigned copies. I do also offer free shipping on US orders over $50. So again, you can purchase these separately. You can purchase the bundle for them. I know a lot of people have been asking me for more bundles. So I have a bundle with my books with the 6 series, and I am also going to be bundling these, and I'm working on some other bundles as well. But you can purchase the two if you would want them for a little bit cheaper in price as well. And then all of my other products are in stock right now on the BY SAMANTHA MARCH website. So there's a lot of different options that you can look at. So I will have that link down below. But that is the next launch, and I love them so much. I just feel so much better about having those around versus just my yellow sticky notes. And I love the little reminders on them. I love the ombre effects of the one. I love the stars on here on the other. I love both the sayings on them. And again, I create products that I want for myself, and I love having these around. So that is the next launch for BY SAMANTHA MARCH. I hope that you are excited for it. Again, everything will be linked down below, and let's finish off with the lips. For lip products, I've bought a couple different products recently. So one that you saw me buy in store in my vlog was from Givenchy, and this is their Marble Lip Balm. I got the shade 110. This is absolutely beautiful. I've been wearing it so much. I noticed that almost all the shades are sold out on the Sephora website, and I am totally not shocked. It is like a luxurious, just makes your lips look so beautiful, non-sticky lip balm. I mean, this baby was $37, so I'm very excited. I got the 20% off, but it is beautiful. But the one I'm gonna use today is from Makeup by Mario. So I finally got their Moisture Glow Plumping Lip Serum, and I have the shade Mauve Glow. I haven't tried this one as much as I've tried the one from Givenchy, so that is why I thought that I could use it today. Super beautiful. I think either of these would go really well with the look. But I'm first gonna line with my Essence lip liner. I just bought a couple of these, and my favorite shade is 01 Curious. These are so nice. They were like $3. I saw each month I try to go through my affiliate reports to see what is being bought with my affiliate links. And this, in the month of February, this was the top sold product. So I went out and bought a couple, and I was like, yeah. So you all influenced me on that one. And then I'm going to add the Makeup by Mario on top. Very mauve-y, gives a nice shine to the lips. So again, I've only tried this one a couple of times, so I wanted to give it another shot and see what I think of it. But it's, again, it's not sticky at all. It's very smooth. I like the effect that it gives to the lips. So that is the Makeup by Mario. Once again, I will have everything linked down below. But this is the final look for today's video, trying out the makeup that I purchased during the Sephora sale. Little bit bumpy. It was a little bit of a bumpy video, but I have to say, my skin looks so much better with the Danessa Myricks and the Dior powder. Just the Danessa Myricks is not cute, but I really like the way that it looks with the Dior powder. I can still see a little bit of like the glow as well, but my skin, and I've been here for almost 3 hours. This has been a very long video to film in between like other work that I'm trying to do. And my skin normally would be looking very dry, like dehydrated, and I think it's still looking pretty smooth with the Dior. So if you have the Danessa Myricks, hopefully you also have the Dior powder, and if you're not loving it, you can mix the two together, but I honestly wouldn't recommend Danessa Myricks on its own. I really do like the eyeshadow palette. I'm just gonna see if I can get a non-broken one so I can use it a little bit more accessibly. The one size I think is a really beautiful compact here. I'm excited to keep trying the shades. I was impressed by the formula, how smooth it is, how natural everything looks. So really been enjoying that. The Huda Beauty Cheeky Tint, like I said, I've been liking it. The LYS Concealer, definitely want to try a few more times. So far, so good. Maybe just a shade dark, but I liked it. The Makeup by Mario has been going smoothly. The lashes, I think, are super beautiful from Angela Bright, and it was really fun to try to like get the hang of the half lash for this one also. But other than that, I think that is everything that I tried out for today's video. We have the new launch for BY SAMANTHA MARCH. I'm so excited about it. So that is available now on the bysamanthamarch.com website. I do just want to say thank you so much for your support and your enthusiasm, especially over my own brand. It really means a lot because I've been putting so much into these products and so much into creating products that I really love and really want for myself. So seeing your enthusiasm just means so, so much. So thank you very much. And as always, if you enjoyed this one, please make sure to give it a thumbs up. I hope you also consider subscribing before you go, and I'll see you in my next video.